So what we're going to do is we're always going to be working one direction at a time. So we're going to do all lefts at a trot, and then I'm going to tell you to lope to the left, and then we'll stop, turn around, do it at a trot to the right, and a lope to the right, okay? And more than likely, again, I'll be in the middle or be kind of around, and I'll have always one person, depending on how hot the horse gets too, one person will either be walking or jogging on this side, or I help the other person that's at a lope on the other side. Okay, so your joggings will be more, of course I'll be watching both of you, but I don't ever want someone to be loping where I'm not watching. So one side will always stay more slow while I'm on the other side going fast with someone else, and vice versa. I'll switch back and forth between two people, okay? After this drill, with it kind of being warm, and you guys fully get done with it, that might be a time where you go back, so, you know, pull them out for a minute, obviously, walking them around, and go and see if they want to drink before the next drill. So, especially if it's going to start getting hotter and hotter. If it's anything like Texas, and 5 o'clock seems to be always the hottest part of the day. So, so the main thing here is we want to think about that perfect distance all the way around that turn. So like I was saying before, these drills, you don't want to be way out in the no man's land. I want you to test that horse, and I want you to test your ability of getting right in there as where you would be if you were making your runs, okay? So I believe perfect scenario around that barrel is about 3 feet, maybe 4 to 5 when you're training if you need to widen it up a little bit, okay? So on these drills, your turns are almost more of like an egg shape, okay? Rather than that perfect circle, because what we're doing is we're driving that horse's hip all the way by, okay? So I'll do it on the next barrel so you can kind of see. These end ones, you're always going to make a full turn all the way around, not a half turn. So your oval, this is your straight line, and the most you're going to be bent is going to be on this back side, because you're pushing forward where that inside hind leg is. You're going to be more straight here. Get to the back side, more bent here, guide around, and go to that next one, okay? So I want your circles more this way than I do this way, okay? Don't want your circles this way, because now you're teaching the horse to really move out and to go off of a turn. I want this inside hind leg to be the one driving up into that barrel. So I'm paying attention. Look, inside hind leg is going to get all the way through that turn, and then forward and guide around. But on these end ones, you're going to do full circles, okay? Not just half turns. So I'm going to go ahead and trot it and kind of show you. Always be moving your hands back and forth, looking over that top of that horse's head, never turning until my leg gets by that barrel. Okay? Open up and guide around. So when you get to that turn, you're going to lift. You're going to push forward so that inside hind leg hits there, and you're going to guide around. Lift, push forward, guide around. Lift, push forward, guide around. Okay? You're going to have to be careful on okay. You're going to have to be careful on not switching your hands too fast, or they switch leads on you. This is where you give and take with those hands. Okay? Put my weight to that outside, so that horse really can work that inside hind leg. About 4 feet off that barrel, bring that hand out and guide around. Even though it doesn't look like I was a little too fast with my hands, that was my fault because he was too straight, so I had to overcorrect them. So I'm going to prepare for it a little sooner there. Push him forward, so you instantly catch where you need to push forward to get that inside hind leg all the way through. Get to this back side, guide around. Get to this back side, open that hand up, guide around. Lift, position him, guide around. Lift, push forward, guide around. Lift, push forward, guide around. Okay? So we're going to do that at a trot. And then we're going to do that at a lope, both directions. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions?